After 2 days of rain, we got a nice sunny day to work with. Let's see what we can get done. Let's get a new day going. I started working on this Samsung dryer last night. The issue is it literally never stops running, even when we power the machine off. The problem is this power control board is shorted out, so we'll have to get it replaced. I don't have another board for this model machine, so I tried to order one. The cheapest used board I found was 180 bucks, and they go up from there. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense, but since this thing is in pretty good shape and the board's the only issue, I'm not gonna scrap it out. I'm gonna put it back together and hold on to it. Head unit and drum are back in place. There we go. Look who's dragging into work. It looks good, but it doesn't work good. Let's get it taken inside. We're gonna slide it in right here. I'm gonna put a piece of tape on it and label it. That way I don't forget. My dad just made his way back. He went and picked some items up in the van. Let's see what he got. Looks to be a riding mower, a couple push mowers, and some other items. Cool little spin bike. Put a new control board on this washer, getting it tested. If it works, it needs a good cleanup. I brought up this Kenmore dryer. I'm not sure what's going on with it. It doesn't have a cable, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the back panel off. Tested the heating element and the sensors. They're reading continuity. Remove the exhaust. It's gonna need a good cleanup. Went ahead and popped the top end off. The belt's intact. Let's get the front end removed. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it since we didn't test it. It's spinning to the back. There's some nails built up in the exhaust. Could keep it from spinning. We're gonna take it outside and give it a good cleanup. This washer is doing more than it was at first, but it's still not 100%. It spins, but it's not draining. I think we'll have to replace the pump as well. We're gonna get some hay moved. We're gonna take it nice and easy. Hopefully it doesn't roll off of there. Not much left of the last hay bale. Let's get the new one rolled in here. They hear us up here. They're starting to come. Here they go. Whoa. Let's get this cattle pin tied around the new hay roll. They're gonna enjoy that. While we got the tractor out, we're gonna get this riding mower taken out the van. Down. There we go. Back in the shop. This washer I had testing inside works great. Last thing to do is get it cleaned up. I pulled all the wheels out. Let's get them cleaned up and re-greased. I ended up replacing both of the drum wheels. They have flat spots in them, which will cause noise when it starts spinning. Drum is back in place. Hooked up the belt. Before we put the last few pieces on, let's get it tested. Set it on a quick time dry. Seems to be spinning nice and smooth. We're gonna make sure it's cycling through. That's another one back up and running. The dryer works like a champ. We do have some slight cosmetic issues up here. While I have some sunlight left, I'm gonna take it outside, sand it down, and hit it with some appliance epoxy. Going through, sanding it down a bit. I really don't have to paint the whole top, just the edges. And here by the lint tray, let's get this done before nightfall. So we got everything sanded down, covered up the head unit. Appliance epoxy goes on real thick. Looking good. We're gonna let it dry for the next hour before we close down shop, and then we'll take it inside. Before I replace the pump, flipped the machine over, took the top half off. I'm gonna take this plastic rim off. It's really dirty. Somebody used a lot of detergent. Let's get the shop closed up for today. Closing out another day. We'll be back out here tomorrow.